Okay, so last day of the sprint, and we are going to talk about something really cool, and it's how you can add a call to action to your photo. So let's say you look at your LinkedIn cover photo and you're thinking, man, that's a nice picture, but what if I could use that real estate kind of like a billboard on the freeway to actually invite people to do something? A lot of us want to do that, we just don't really know how. And you can buy Photoshop and hire editors and all that kind of stuff, but why? All we needed to do is have our phone number or our email, or say read below to get certain things. So let's just show you how to do that. Hey, welcome to my desktop. What we're going to do is we're going to walk through today's worksheet. If you look at the day 5 worksheet, you'll see at the top it says adding calls to action to photos. And I've just got a list of some of the types of photos that you might typically want to spruce up. And we're going to focus on the first one, which is the LinkedIn background photo. So by the time we're done with this, if you want to follow along, you can create your own background photo for LinkedIn that is optimized with your own call to action. So let's just jump down to the second section here where it says creating images that include a call to action. And step 1 is we want to go to canva.com where you can create this. So here we are on Google. We're just going to type in, I'm just going to type in Canva. Should take us there. Yep, here we are, Canva. Online design made easy. It's a great business. They've got this cool website and you can actually use it for free. Not even just for 30 days, you can use it for free all the time. So don't get confused by this. Just go into sign up. So we can just sign up right here and then you can create it. Now once you've got it and you're ready to log in, then that's where I've actually opened up another browser that I've got myself logged in. So this is me, this is the free account. I'm not paying for the extra. I'm not against it, but I know you have a lot of things you have to pay for. So, try it for free for a while before you decide to upgrade. So what we're gonna do now is look at step number 2, create a free Canva account. You did that. And now it says in the search box, type LinkedIn or Facebook and then select a template. So they have all these different templates. So if you look at this, right, there's a LinkedIn banner. I can type in Facebook if we wanted to create a Facebook, and it's got lots of different designs. Facebook, you can see here's a cover photo. And you'll see here it shows what the different sizes are for them. That's really helpful. In fact, we have a little bit of a problem here, and that is they haven't updated themselves for LinkedIn yet. The LinkedIn banner here says it's 1400 by 425. That's actually not correct. If you go to your LinkedIn account, they've actually, these guys are always changing stuff. They never tell anyone, they just make changes. This is a little skinnier now than it used to be. So what you can do is you can click the pencil, and that opens up the window that allows us to change all these options. And so this is where the cover photo is. And look right here. It's actually now 1584 by 396. So you're going to write that down, and 1584 by 396. And then when you come in here, you can pick this one, but what I find it works better to have the exact right size. We're going to go into create a design. And so we're going to do custom dimensions. And so right here we can type in our 1584 by 396. It actually is remembering this because I was testing this out just a couple minutes ago, make sure it's going to work, and it remembers from the last time I did it. So I now click create design. So that takes us to number 4, customize the template, including the text to include your call to action. So what you'll see here on the left is you've got all these templates, right? We're in the template screen. There's photos, you can look for photos, elements, you can add, any sort of things up here, all kinds of stuff, text, music, videos. We're not gonna worry about those, backgrounds, and then uploads. This is where you'll add your own pictures. We're gonna do that today. So let's just go to template though, and we'll get an idea of one we wanna use. And there was one I saw here that I thought might be kind of a nice one. This one right here. This one actually is a template for insurance, Thoroughbred Insurance, the company you trust. Now remember though, we are not your agency, so we don't care about, we care about your agency, we might have that on there, but this is really about you. This is about showcasing who you are, what's your unique selling proposition, what are the calls to action, right? Someone comes to check you out on your LinkedIn profile, you've probably been referred to them, what do you want them to do next? And so it's probably not going to be visit your agency website, which is what it would normally be on an agency website. It's going to be a little more specific. And so when you think about your relationship, how do you generate connection with your prospects? What are those things you're going to do? So what we're going to do is we're going to move away a little bit from the the agency mentality and more towards you specifically. So let's focus on, let's say you work for, we'll call this Coast Insurance. Okay, maybe that's who you work for. In fact, we're going to make that a little bit smaller. Coast Insurance. Because we don't mind having that there, but this is really for you. So we're going to say your name is Joey Bobby. I'm just making this up as I go. Okay, and you are an insurance professional. Okay, so now I'm just changing these words: insurance professional or insurance agent. It's probably a term that's a little bit. And then the problem with this is, see, this is a little bit too small. So we're going to go up here and we're going to make this a little bit bigger. So let's make that 28. So now we're just going to move some stuff around. We're just going to get rid of some of the stuff we don't like. And we're going to say Coast Insurance focuses on the coast. So we need a picture of the coast. So what you can do here is, I would say, one of my favorite websites for getting free imagery where you don't have to worry about copyright issues or letting people, referencing who gave it to you. You just go to Pixabay. You just go to Pixabay. I typed in beach and Washington, so I thought I'd see if I could find some nice pictures here. Let's see what we got here. Here's all these pictures of the beach. So this would be a nice background. And this one's kind of fun. It might actually give an illusion that it's you if you look like this character. But let's just see. Oh, I like that one. Ruby Beach is a wonderful beach. So I'm going to click free download. Now I'm logged into this. This is another free account, and you can actually download them without logging in, but when you log in, I don't know, I just don't mind having an account for it. So you can see here it's called Ruby Beach. We're going to save it to our desktop, and I'm going to click save. And so now that I've saved it on my computer, I can go back over to here, and we want to put that picture right here. So I'm going to actually go to uploads, and I'm going to say upload an image. So I'm now going to my desktop, and there it is. See a couple of these different ones I've created. Oh, looks like which was the one? I think that was the one we just found. So now we're uploading this picture. See that right there? It's uploading. And I'm going to select it. And there it is. Now I can see right here there's one here. I'm actually going to delete this one. I'm going to click the delete button. Oh, there's another one back there behind it, hiding out. So oh, look at that. It automatically fitted in there. That's kind of cool. You don't have to do it that way. You can, zoom in at whatever level you want to make it fit your space. I like that. That's nice. And so now we've got this. Let's change this picture, this color. It's not, instead of green, we're going to make this blue. Do bright blue, maybe aqua, whatever color we want here. Looks like we can do all kinds of photo pictures. Maybe we'll do, it doesn't matter, right? We're just picturing something. Whatever the color is that actually probably goes with the logo for your company, that would be good here. So we're going to do that one. And so now we have your name, Joey Bobby. Put this down at the bottom. Insurance agent. Now the question is, what do we write here for your call to action? Your call to action can be many things. What do you want them to do? Connect with me on LinkedIn. That might be something, connect, basically saying, hey, I just want to start a relationship with you, right? First date material. Do you want to say, visit my website? Do you want to say, get my free newsletter, email newsletter, or whatever it might be? Get a risk-free quote, whatever you want to do there, you can put that here. But here we're really focusing on who you are, insurance agent, and we got some room for your call to action. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to make this a lot bigger. This is going to be fun. Here we go. We're going to make this like that. See how cool that is? And just to show you one more feature, we're going to go over here and we're going to click, what shape do we want? That shape there is probably fine. So now we've got a shape. We're going to actually move this over here. And what you're going to see here is we can actually click these little transparency options and make it a little bit more transparent so you can kind of see the picture behind it. I just think that's kind of a fun effect. I don't like that color anymore though. So let's make it a little brighter. whatever ends up floating your boat here, right? Could even do gray. And now we have, all we need to do is add your call to action. So let's go to text and let's see if there's any of these that look like they'd be fun for a call to action. Just using other people's brilliant ideas. So that one's kind of a nice one. Let's click this one. Put it right there. We're going to change it. I'm going to change it to white. And make that one white. And make that one white. And then we'll move this over here. Okay, it's obviously too big. So let's just put read below. Or how let's connect here on LinkedIn. And then we'll say why, because I share great stuff. Okay, now I can't even read that because I'm an old man. So we're going to make that one a little bit bigger. Make this a little bit wider. Maybe I'll just even leave it. See why below. That's kind of a good one. Because now maybe we're going to intrigue them to come down and check us out. So we've got Joe Bobby. I don't like how these are both the same size. This is where you can spend a lot of time, you know, as a messing around with stuff. Where is it right here? Let's see. I think they say you really should only use one or two different font faces. So here we've got Joey Bobby, insurance agent. I'm going to make that one a different color. Let's make that one blue. And then, didn't mean to do that. We had a second page. Okay, so here we go. Coast Insurance. We got a picture. We got who you are here. And then we've got your call to action. Let's connect here on LinkedIn. See why below. Okay, so now when we're done with this, okay, we can actually download this. So we click the download button. We're going to download it to our computer and give it a name. We'll call this one Joey Bobby. Put it on the desktop. I click save. Okay. Close out of this commercial. And now when we go to our profile, let's pretend we're coming back here again. So let's say you go to your profile, you're on the home page. That's quite the picture. And then we're going to go to your cover photo. And then we want to change this. So we click the pencil. We click the pencil again. And now we're going to change the photo. And we have our Joey Bobby picture right here on the desktop. So I select this. I'm going to click open. And look at that. So here we have our picture. Now we can zoom in, right? If it wasn't quite the right size, we could zoom in, we can straighten. There's also some filters here that allow us to change some of the coloring on it. So it might be that you find something here that you like even better. Here's the normal one. I actually kind of liked this one right here. I thought that one was pretty nice. So maybe I click that one and I click apply. And just for fun, I'm going to click apply to see what it looks like, and then we'll see if anyone in real time notices. But now I've got it here. So I save this. Actually, I'm not going to save it here, but you can kind of see here now it's got my picture. It's got the information in the background. We got our great cover photo. what the heck, we'll just save it for a minute and see what it looks like. So now, when people come and look at our profile picture, look what they're seeing here. They're having something else to check out. And I will say, now that I'm looking at this feels like a lot of busyness. So you might say, oh, you know what, let's get something a little simpler. Maybe we just some waves. Maybe it's too busy. Maybe they're going to get lost in all these little things. But what you can see here is it's a work in progress, and using this Canva, you can very, very easily create imagery that you're going to use. Okay, so there's been a minute or two since we finished creating the cover photo, and I actually created a new cover photo for my profile that is live. It's up there right now, that really highlights the things that you want your cover photo to do. Okay, so you want to have some nice imagery, you want to have your name, you want to have your unique selling proposition, and you want it to have a call to action. So as I said before, this isn't about promoting your agency or your business. This is about promoting you and the relationship that you have with your clients. So have fun with that. Before I finish though, I want to walk through one more quick example on how you can create a cover photo for an article. So on your LinkedIn, you can actually write articles, and you might see this, right? If we were to, let me just go to some of my existing articles. You can create social posts, but you also can create articles. And so here's some articles that I have, Power of Perspective. Right, here's Hootsuite. And you can see on all these, I've just put pictures up here. And so when you look at these pictures, they're nice, but are they really super helpful, right? So learning the dance called social selling, but wait, I don't like dancing. It's an article I wrote a couple years ago. And you can see here it's got the picture at the top, and then it's got the full-on article, right? Kind of a story, little background story. Well, we can actually put text and calls to action in these pictures, so that way people are more likely to click on them. So I want to show you how to do that. And this is actually probably a little bit of a commercial for next week's sprint. So the second sprint is all about coming to terms with your unique selling proposition. What do you bring to the table above and beyond product knowledge and customer service? What's your superpowers, as I call it? And next week we'll also be talking about who's your ideal client. And then we go through the buyer's journey for your ideal client, figuring out what it is that they're going to look for on the web. And all this sets you up so you can create an article. And so next week, one of the things we'll also do is talk about how to create a powerful article that you can share on LinkedIn and on your other social platforms that's going to capture the attention of your ideal client. And so, like I say, I just want to, while we're talking about putting calls to action on photos, I want to give you this insight so that way next week when you create an article, you can add this to it. So the way you'll do that is you'll go into LinkedIn and you'll create an article, and you'll see here that there is a template that you can use. So you can add the picture on the top, so we can put any picture in here really. So let's just see, here's a nice picture. I'll stick that one in there. And again, it's great, it's nice, but what if we could have text on it or a call to action? And then of course you'd write your article down below. When you're all done, you'd publish it, and then you could share it to LinkedIn and Facebook and things like that. So what I want to do is talk about how you can use Canva to spruce up a picture like this, so it's going to have a stronger call to action. So let's go back to the Canva tab here. And in here, what I want to do here is I just want a banner type of image, so it doesn't really matter. There's different items there. Again, we could look at the templates. So let me just look at the templates and see if we can find one. Facebook cover. Actually, I think Facebook cover should probably be about the right size. So that's about the right size. So if we just want to pick one of these, let's just click that one. And we're going to use this template, it says. Okay. So now I've got this nice template here. What we want to do is add in our call to action, or our picture that has the call to action. In fact, there's some here on the site. Ooh, I actually like this one. This one's kind of nice. Sorry, redirect you mid-course. Either way, you're going to find a template that has the structure that you like. A lot of times when we're looking at these pictures, it's less about what you're seeing as the imagery and thinking about the spacing of the pictures. And so I like how there's a main headline and then a second headline. So I think I could put a picture here. I could add the title of my article, and then I could put my call to action here. And maybe that will drive a little bit more engagement. So for the picture, let's go ahead and use that one that I found that I like this one. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to put it right here and stretch it out. Okay, that's pretty nice. And then let's go ahead and change this to the title of your article. So I'm just going to be really generic here and say article title. And then this one right here is our call to action. It might be that we want to put a filter on this. So there's these different filters that allow you to kind of change the way it looks a little bit. So you find one that kind of really works well. I don't know that it really matters. I can't decide. And so then we've got this. Now my biggest problem with this is I can't read these very well, so I'm going to move it up here. And I might even make this one a little bit bigger. All right, so now I have your article and your call to action. So that looks pretty nice. And we took just a fraction of the time we did on the other. So here we've got a nice picture, we've got a title, we got your call to action, and I'm going to download this one. I'm going to download it. And why don't we call it, let's just call this one article image. Click save. And so now we're done creating that in Canva. We're going to go back to our LinkedIn. So here we are on LinkedIn. Oh, I think it's this tab right. So here's our tab where we had started creating our article. I'm going to delete this first version of the picture, and we're going to select this again. And now we're going to select the one that we just created. And we're going to click open. So you can see how easy that was? It didn't take us very long. We just created a nice picture. It's got the article title and it's got the call to action all built right in there. And so now when we publish this down the road, if we were to publish it and someone were to see this, they would just be able to engage directly from the content we have in the picture. They wouldn't just have to read the headline. So anyways, that was just a second example I think is really helpful. So whether you're creating a social post, you're creating a cover picture for an article, you actually could go ahead and use some of this imagery down here. So maybe we've got some text and some information. We can actually go in here and add another image. And so this is a good spot where we could grab, maybe this picture made sense to be in our article. And so you've got a couple different ways that you can have that show up. So there it is. Ways that you can take pictures, add text to them that's going to engage your audience without having to buy Photoshop and all that kind of stuff. So let's call that good. I think you've watched me enough. You guys need to take time to go do this yourself. So get to it, pause the video, or once the video's over, sit down and go to work and see if you can't create a LinkedIn cover photo like we've got here that's going to have your name on it and your unique selling proposition and a call to action. Let's see if we can get that done for today, and then you can mess around and try some other things as well if you'd like. So that's it for this part of the training. Enjoy the fact that once you do this is the end of the week and you are done. You're done, right? Today is the last day. So if you take the time to create a Boss Social post, a post in the Boss Social community, the hashtag for today is My LinkedIn Looks Great. And you have done it. So nice job. Go do that. There's a bonus training. You'll see on the side, there's a bonus training. I guess it's over here. Guess what? It is a scheduling tool. I've created a little scheduling tool. It's kind of a little table that just gives you some assignments. So that way moving forward, now that your LinkedIn looks awesome, every week you can just check that out and do the things that it says to make sure it stays awesome. And it might be that some of the homework that you meant to get done, you didn't quite get it done. It's going to allow for you to be able to focus on that. So that's important. And then after that, there's one more module. Click that. And what it is it's the certificate that you get for completing this sprint. So nice job. Print that off, write your name on it, take a picture, share it with us in the social boss social community, and reward yourself. You did it. Nice job. And you have done it.